Hello everyone, this is Jaya, a third year law student at Christ Deemed to be University Lavasa campus. And for today's discussion, I would be choosing the topic of freedom of speech and expression under Article 19(1)(a). The entire emphasis of this discussion would lay on the term expression, and on which I've recently written an article which talks about changing the contours of bodily expression. Moreover, this article itself was inspired by the recent Ranveer Singh controversy of a nude photo shoot for a paper magazine. Apparently, he was charged with Section 292 to 294 of Indian Penal Code, where the police filed an FIR on the grounds of the photo shoot being obscene and somewhere it was hurting the sentiments of a woman. Now, after reading that article, there were certain thoughts in my mind which vary from different fields of this or different sectors of the society. First being, if a nude photo shoot of an actor is publicized or is posted on various social media platforms, how is this hurting the sentiments of women? To understand this, I would like to lay down another thought for you, which focuses on how many students, female students, get enrolled in medical colleges every year. And for the class of anatomy, as far as I know, there's always a male body laid down in front of them to experiment. And it's probably the entirely naked body. I mean, is that not hurting sentiments of women so far? Secondly, if we look at the conditions of this charge or this FIR, in my opinion, Ranveer Singh is an actor. And so far, we have allowed actors to use their body as a form of expression of their opinions. Then why stopping him from a nude photo shoot, which does not show something explicitly? For an actor, his body acts as a canvas. Similar way, for a writer, we have pages, or for a painter, we have a canvas to actually draw it out. But for an actor, it's just his body to use it and express his opinions. It's the expressions of movement of hands or of body or of facial expressions that we take into account. And as far as that photo shoot is concerned, it very much reflects boldness. It very much expresses the need of the society to express certain things. And it very much expresses the openness that we have been experiencing in society through recent changes. Now, when this was filed, there appeared to be an article in Hindustan Times where it was also said that Milind Soman, an actor who himself has been a victim of this public criticism for his nude photo shoots or pictures of his 55th birthday, where he defended this statement and pointed out the cultural aspect of monuments of Khajuraho. And that got again the thought of why a certain carvings on stone or on a monument of naked bodies be considered culture, whereas a photo shoot can be considered obscene. If we look into the scope of Article 19(1)(a), there is not much discussed in constituent assemblies of why it is there or what restrictions could be there. The mere example, we take it from the American Constitution, where the Bill of Rights provided certain freedoms to their citizens, and we applied the similar provisions to the Indian Constitution and to the Indian citizens. When the framers were debating on it, one thought that time and again came forward was what all can be restricted. Because after centuries of trauma, centuries of pain, and centuries of sufferings of the colonial rule, it was very much the opinion of the constitution framers that most of the rights or most of the freedoms shall be absolute in nature, provided to the citizens of the nation. Now, in providing absolute freedoms was not which was backed by a lot of people who criticized the absolute freedoms, also backed it with the logics of the situations of law and order, of hurting sentiments, of defamation, of sedition, which they themselves were charged numerously, and such other provisions or such other acts came into picture. As a final consensus, what we read in Article 19, Clause 2 is the restrictions of public order, morality, decency, obscenity, and defamation. Now, further, if we question it, what is decency and morality? And for as far as obscenity is concerned, it is nowhere defined and is very much subjective. Now, if we can discuss or if we can openly allow same-sex marriages, if we are evolved enough to realize and accept the harsh realities of history, if we are open enough to allow same-sex marriages, and if the judiciary itself is open to not interfere in private lives, then how is a fraction of law and order in form of police entering into a private contractual obligations? I mean, Ranveer Singh, in my opinion, was just obliging to his contract of a photo shoot with a paper magazine, and as far as that is concerned, it is his personal liberty to choose what he wants to do and what he doesn't. Again, if we put restrictions on certain things, we would be posing restrictions on personal liberty as well as the freedom to profess any profession or trade or business of a person's choice. And with that, I would still leave this entire discussion with a further question of why is it so essential to intervene in someone's personal liberty, and how far is it actually affecting the nation's morality. So thank you so much for listening to me, and goodbye.